This is my favorite time of the day. I run a steaming hot bath and feel all the stress melt away. I hardly ever think about the fact that I can simply open a tap and enjoy some clean hot water. My family and I are not the best when it comes to conserving water and electricity. We don't even think about how much water we waste or how much electricity our geyser uses. Today, we are going to change this.
There are many things that you can do to save hot water, but one of the easiest things that the Ngwana family can do is to simply take shorter showers.
If we can cut our showers down to 2 minutes, we'll use as little as 16 litres of hot water per shower. Now for a family like mine, that means we'll save hundreds of rands on water and electricity per year. So right here, I have a waterproof shower timer. If you don't have one, you can use an egg timer or a clock. My family is going to use it because we are going to have a competition to see who can have the shortest shower, and I'm gonna win.
Hot water is the biggest user of electricity in any home with an electric geyser. So if you want to make the biggest difference, this is what you should tackle.
What I learned today was to turn the geyser from 70 degrees Celsius to between 55 and 60 degrees. This itself will make a huge difference. It's important to make sure that your geyser's pipes and your geyser are well insulated. The first step is to perform the hand test. You just simply need to feel your geyser and its pipes to find out if they're hot or warm. If the geyser feels hot, that shows that it's not well insulated at all. But if it feels cold, then that shows that your insulation is working. I felt my geyser's pipes and it felt hot, so that shows that we are not well insulated at all. And that our geyser is using more power to keep reheating water that it's losing. To solve this, we're going to cover our geyser and its pipes with a nice insulation covering, and this should prevent further heat loss. Our insulation covering was provided by Saint-Gobain. They make a nice kit of insulation materials.
Installing a timer for a geyser is a very good idea. It's always difficult to remember to switch on and off when you're doing it manually. With a timer installed, you know that during peak hours, your geyser will switch it off automatically. And when you go away on holidays, you can always switch it off at the mains or on the DP board.
Okay, so what we're wanting to do here is a bucket test. And what the bucket test does is to measure litres per minute that your shower head actually gives you.
Okay.
Because if it uses a lot and we simply change the shower head, we can reduce the litres per minute. Even with the same length of shower, you could halve your water consumption.
The bucket test we did with Grace was quite interesting. It showed us how much water we use per minute. It was quite horrifying to discover that we use 15 litres of water per minute.
When it comes to saving hot water, there are various low-cost devices available on the market for you to use. Through a relatively small investment, you can save both money and electricity over the long term. An example of this is a low-flow shower head.
So we now have aerators on our taps. Now I didn't know what that meant, but I found out that aerators mix the water coming out of the tap with air, which basically means you reduce the volume of water but you keep the same pressure.
We've looked at some no-cost and low-cost options, but if we really want to make a big difference, we need to invest in a solar water heater or a heat pump.
I watched Solartech install a solar water heater for our main house. We also had a heat pump installed for our outbuildings. Solar water heater absorbs energy from the sun. The heat pump works like an air conditioner in reverse. You have to decide what option is best for your house. If you look at our house, the roof is facing north, so it captures almost all the sun throughout the year. So a solar water heater is the best choice for it. But if you notice our outbuildings, you see that it does not catch much sunlight. So a heat pump is the best for the outbuildings. I love the idea of a solar water heater, and I take it as a long-term investment. There's an upfront cost, but it starts paying itself from day one.
What's nice to know now is that with all these changes, we can still enjoy a few pleasures. I enjoy long leisurely baths. I can do so now without feeling guilty. In fact, at this point in time, my baths are sponsored by the sun.
And I still enjoy my showers, even if they are shorter.
Our family would ultimately like to save 40% on electricity and 20% on water.
Why don't you join us in this challenge?
Visit their website and get some useful advice.
Be sure to join us for the next episode. We'll learn more about how to be efficient with lighting.